Hey guys, Frost here. Welcome back. It's been a month and a half since Classic WoW was released, and since then I've done only two things. Played Classic WoW, and I slept. I managed to reach 31 days played, and which 24 of them are at level 60. I streamed all of my experience on twitch.tv/Frostadamus, and I had a goal, the road to 10,000 goal, which I reached a couple of days ago. It was a journey. Now, more about this in a future video on how I made my gold, but right now I made a big update to the Simple UI pack. I've managed to add so many new add-ons and so cool add-ons, some of them from the old Simple UI pack, such as Ox, the Auction House add-on, RingMenu, and many more. Now, this is a UI video update. I'm going to drop a link in the description where you can download my whole pack. And it's gonna look like this: Simple UI 2 Master. You have to use something like WinRAR or 7-zip to extract them. You extract them once, and then you get a folder, and you have to extract them twice. I don't know why. It's because I made a package. Try to find something which you can unzip with. So after you extract them, you take your add-ons from the add-ons folder, you copy them, you put them into your interface add-on folder, and you take the fonts and you put them into the game folder. So the fonts should be in the game folder called Classic, and the add-on should be in interface add-ons. Now, while you're here, make sure to remember to delete at least once per week your cache folder, and well, I'm in game right now, and your GPU cache folder, because if you keep them for a long time, your loading screens will increase like crazy. Now I'm gonna make timestamps in the description down below for every add-on and what it does. And let's start with the new additions. The first one is called AutoCarrot. What does AutoCarrot do? It's basically an add-on that will equip your carrot each time you mount up, and this mount automatically returning to your initial trinket. This is such a big, such a nice add-on, and not only that it equips your trinket, your carrot, but you can do it with the gloves, with riding speed, and with the mithril spurs boots. Basically, the commands are /AC enable for the carrot, /AC riding gloves for the gloves, and /AC mithril spurs for the boots. The next add-on that I want to show you, it's Ox, the auction house add-on from the private server community. It's back. The guide's developing every day. It's the latest version in the pack. It's such a great feeling to have this this add-on. It works like wonders. I'm gonna probably make a video in detail about how to use this add-on, how to make favorite searches, how to bid, how to list your items, but probably most of you know already how to use it. It's quite a simple add-on. It's not like TSM or Auctioneer. It has a scan button now, and I don't know. I think it's one of the greatest add-ons out there for Auction House. The third add-on, it's called Bagnon, and I managed to make it look quite similar with the Lord UI interface. I made it one bag. When you will install the add-on, you go to settings, and you have here frame settings. You can make it look black, because normally it's translucent. You have your bank settings and so on. You make your bank one bag, you make your bag one bag, and it's just way more lucrative opposed to having the default bag from a Blizzard interface. Moving on to the next add-on, it's called ClassicAuraDuration, and this it shows timers under your buffs, debuffs, Frost Nova, dot timers, and so on. In order for the Classic Aura durations, you have to have OmniCC as well. Classic Aura duration has been updated at the time we posted this video. OmniCC, it's already in the pack, so you don't have to worry about it, just install it. Moving on, the next add-on, it's Details, which is this one, which is a damage meter. but it also has a threat add-on. To work with the settings, it's quite good. The threat seems to be a bit bugged, but well, you have two add-ons in one. You go to escape, interface options, add-ons, details, and you have a lot of features here. Open option panel if you want to change the colors. If you want to make a new window, it's from here. That little cogwheel, Windows Control, close this window for TinyThreat. You can resize it, you can change your name. It's pretty nice to have. Moving on, there's an add-on called Align. Ealign, you just do /align in game, and you can perfectly, if you have an OCD, you can perfectly fit your unit frames on the screen. /align again, and it will disappear. One of the important add-ons that I added not long ago, it's called GatherMate 2. So what does GatherMate 2? It remembers minerals, treasure chests on the map, flower spawn points, and so on. To set up Gather 2, you go to interface options, add-on, GatherMate 2. You can go to filters, and I chose not to show all the herbs on the map, just chose the one that you want to see. If I chose to see the plague blooms, I'm gonna crowd my map. If I choose to see the low-level herbs, I don't need to see them. Neither the plague blooms, neither the ice caps, because you already walk over them basically when you go on a map. They're so abundant. So I keep the important ones like dream foils, ghost mushrooms, grump's blood, and so on. You can do the same with mining and select them in filters. Also with GatherMate, there are a couple of databases out there which you can install and then import the database. However, I discovered that building my own database for Classic, it's more accurate, because some of the databases online are from Cataclysm, and they're a bit inaccurate. So if you can get the database from a guildmate or something, it might be better. If not, just build your own in one day of mining or gathering in a location. You already complete a full database, so it's not a big deal. Moving on, we have of course the Leatrix Map, which makes the map tiny, shows dungeons. It's pretty cool add-on, but this one we had in the old pack. The most important one, it's Leatrix Plus. Now this add-on has a lot of new features. Automation. I don't use the automation, but you can automatically repair, sell junk, accept resurrection. I don't like the automation feature. You can block duels, you can block party invites, and so on. With social. Chat one. The chat one allows you to show colors on the chat. You can see the class without shift clicking someone, right? You can remove the bubbles from the side, hide chat buttons, unclap chat frames, class color, recent chat window, increase chat history, and so many more. Then you have a text, hide the error text messages. I'm not sure if I'm getting any. I'm not getting any errors with this UI pack. Then you have the interface option, customize minimap, enhanced dress up, which basically, if I have anything to open the dress up, you can be nude, you know, when you try to. It's pretty cool. Moving on, you have the frames, so you don't need the elite player frame anymore. Show player chain, you have it here. You can choose one of the three. It's like the elite one. Back to main menu, you have class colored frames, which is it shows you the color of your class on your name. System max camera zoom. This is pretty cool. Like you can literally zoom. Probably there's a command for this also, but look at the size. Look at the distance. It's pretty nice. You have faster auto loot. What this does, it allows you to loot faster because it cancels the animation when you loot. So, you know, with the spell batching, it always feels a bit laggy when you loot. It's such a lifesaver, this one, especially when you kill a lot of mobs and you grind a lot of things. Stand and dismount. What this does, it's that whenever you press a spell, you will automatically be dismounted, you know? It's a lifesaver. Some people make macros with every spell, so they don't have to click again the mount key. So that's a lifesaver too. Other features in Leatrix Plus, basically you can look over there. There are way more. This is such a big add-on, but those are the ones that I use. Let's move on because I think we spent too much time on this one. We got a new casting bar. It's called Quartz. I kind of love it. It shows, especially like on Blizzard, each time it ticks. I love it. And the way it looks, I think it fits the UI. And it shows the delay, the MS. Now I'm playing on NA with about 140 MS. But I love this casting bar add-on, Quartz. We have the RealHealthMob health HP, which allows us to see the health on enemies, mobs most likely, and players that already has been recorded. Now, if you cannot see this, please go to Escape, Interface Options, Game, Display, and you go to Status Text here, and you select Numeric Value. So you make sure that you can see that. One of the features that we had from the old UI, it's an add-on called RingMenu. You press a keybind, which you make on Escape Interface Key Bindings, and you go to Other RingMenu, you bind it to something. By the way, you have the add-ons here. You can bind a lot of add-ons, such as TrinketMenu and so on. So you press this one and you can use it for portals, for professions, for whatever you think that you don't use that much and you don't want to keep them on the bars because they occupy too much space. Something that it's not required to be used like all the time. It's a pretty nice add-on. Also, if you want to make more features to it, more changes, you can go to Escape, Add-ons, RingMenu. You can increase the radius. You can change the bars that appear. So right now, first button slot, it's 13, which means that that is my second bar. You can increase 24, so from 12 to 12. After 13 would be 25, I think, the 25th button, if you want the bar 3 to show, you know. So, yeah. Now, another add-on that I just installed, I haven't learned how to use it right now, but it works already installed. It's called Spy. Spy is something similar to... It detects nearby players, alliance. It's good for PvP servers or Horde, of course. It detects stealth targets, and sometimes it makes a sound, but if you don't want the sound, you go to Escape, Add-ons, no, Escape, Interface, Options, and you go to Spy, and you have a lot of options here. Display, alerts, if you want to show it there or not, map. It can help you in PvP, especially. I think it's a bit OP because it can detect stealth targets around you, but I guess most people use it, and if you want to have an extra edge in PvP, that can be great for you as well. Now, oh yeah, when the dragons, removing the dragons from the UI, it's still from the Leatrix Plus. I think it's in the frames hide griffins options. So you don't need to use the macro like we did in the last clip, because whenever you log back in, they reappear. With the Leatrix Plus, hiding the griffins, it's permanent. You just disable them from here. Moving on, let's see what other add-ons we have here. Of course, AtlasLoot, which has been updated. This is the updated version. It also shows the drop chance of items in game. Let's go to, let's say, Blackrock Depths and go to, I don't know, Lord Incendius. It shows the drop rate too, about 12-13%. Not sure how accurate it is, but it's really nice to have this add-on, AtlasLoot. Going back to add-ons, of course, you have the Abar, which I don't use it on the mage, but if you're a melee class, you can time your weapon swings with Abar. Make sure to enable it. Class portraits, if you want to enable it to see your class icon opposed to your 3D portrait. We have, of course, the Questie, which if you don't level, you can disable it. TrinketMenu, TinyTooltip, which will show the members. Most of the add-ons can be configured from escape, interface options, add-ons, so please check there. And basically this is it. I think this is all the add-on pack. If you have problems with it, if you cannot move something, you can also do like System Advanced, and in System Advanced you can use UI Scale for making the whole interface bigger or smaller. Back, some people came on my stream on Twitch and told me that their frames reset each time they log in. Maybe you want to keep them here, maybe you want to keep them here, maybe you keep them on the default place. And one of the reasons why the frames reset, it's because you have probably a conflict with another add-on that is not on this pack. Like most of the people had the problem with the add-on called Titan Panel or something. Titan Panel was causing the frames to reset. Now, I hope you enjoyed this UI, guys. If you want, you can get and pick from the pack whatever add-ons you think you like from here. If you want to use it all. If you have my old UI, some of them, most of them are updated, such as AutoCarrot, Ox add-on, Details, Leatrix. Most of them are updated. Soon we'll make more videos. DM is coming. Wow, in one day DM is coming. I cannot believe it. I think it's a bit too early, to be honest, but that's the way that it is. I'm gonna make a quick resume on how I made the 10,000 gold. I haven't done anything special, but I think people are curious, and I'm gonna let you know in a future video. I guess this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the add-on pack, and maybe you can drop down on the stream. My stream kind of grew on Twitch. Lately, I've been averaging 1,000 to 2,000 viewers consistently for the past week. And if you want to drop by and say hi, I'll be there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the UI and have a lovely day.